What's going on, everyone? I'm back with a quick short video. I have received all my parts that I need for this upcoming clutch swap and all the supporting mods that I ordered. I got everything in front of me. I'm gonna just kind of go through a quick breakdown of what I ordered. So to start, here I got a Monster LT1-S Twin Disc Clutch. It is rated at 700 wheel and 700 foot-pounds of torque. I ordered this clutch, was it 2 weeks ago or whatever, and it came within 5 or 6, 7 days. The customer service from Monster is great. They send you this card. It's got the instructions for how to measure the distance between like I think the clutch flywheel and the throb bearing to make sure you don't need to use a shim, which I ordered a shim kit from Tick Performance. And I also ordered a new master cylinder, just the GM one. It's got the updated black top, but I'm going to use my old clear top so I know when the fluid's dirty. But the update is actually internal here with the plunger design, supposedly. So here's starting with the clutch. I ordered, like I said, the LT1-S Twin Disc. I got the factory GM slave cylinder. I also upgraded the billet support bearing, which is what I'm going to show you guys because I've already swapped it out, and I ordered their 3-foot remote speed bleeder, so that way I'm going to run it to the top of the car and I can bleed the clutch myself at any time without anybody else. It's got a check valve. You open it up, pump the clutch, bleed the clutch, make it super simple, and it's more effective than the Ranger method. So this is kind of my first piece I'm going to show you guys because this clutch, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It's a twin disc. The billet flywheel, I just got the standard size. Didn't want to go with lightweight because that'd probably just make the daily driving a little bit more difficult, and it's only a 4-pound difference. So this is the OEM support bearing on this slave cylinder, and this is the weakest part because this is just basically plastic. And obviously the transmission deals with that area right by the headers, deals with tons and tons of heat. The more and more power you make, this is so prone to breaking. I mean, I don't think I could crush this with my hands, but with enough pressure, yeah, sure. So I went ahead and already put it on. So let me take this part out here and show you guys. So of course, obviously Tick includes, you know, a new throb bearing and alignment tool, and most importantly, instructions. But so here is your factory GM slave cylinder. You can't tell that I have the billet support bearing in there yet because this piece actually rides up and down in here. So if I remove this, let me get this out, you will now see this green piece. So this piece right here goes up and down, and this rides on this, and as the clutch gets pushed in and out, you got all the pressure on this surface right here. So to take this out, there's a little clip at the top. You pop it off with a flathead screwdriver. A few places it'll come off, and then this whole thing is going to come up. Basically, you're going to take this. I use the grease from in here to grease the new one, slid it back in, put the ring back on, tapped it a few times with a hammer to make sure it was flush. And as you can kind of see, it's nice. Now, I could probably get it, but you can kind of see, though, this is a pretty crucial piece. But that's a very nice upgrade, and I won't have to worry about this anymore. It's definitely a weak link in the factory slave. So, I mean, for $80, I highly suggest people to do it. Really nice piece. It's Monster made it. It's actually got tighter tolerances, slightly tighter than this plastic piece. So this is junk. I'm going to be throwing this out, but just showing you guys real simple. So you're going to hold this down. You're going to pop off this clip with this flathead screwdriver. It's going to come out. This is going to spring up. You're going to go ahead and pull this plastic piece off, put the metal piece in after you take some, you know, lube, or you can add your own grease. Lube it up, slide it back in, hold it down, put the pin on, tap it a few times, make sure it's flush, and make sure it's nice and smooth. And there you go. Here's my remote speed bleeder. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't need to take that out. This clutch, I think, weighs right around, I think it's like 2 or 3 pounds lighter, or maybe just about the same weight as the factory clutch, but it's got a smaller, I guess, diameter or something, so it gives it less inertia or whatever, rotational mass or something. So I don't think that's worth any bit of power, but it's going to make the drivability and the shifting probably great, especially with this. Here I got, like I said, the Shim kit. It comes with three different sizes. I ordered this. I don't believe I need it because the LT1-S with the factory GM slave cylinder should all clear, but just in case, sometimes you get kind of tolerances out of whack from the factory. So I did order that. I will return it if needed. Like I said, GM slave cylinder, that's going to be good to go. Me personally, I run this brake fluid, and I also run this in my clutch, the Motul RBF 600. This is about I think $56 or $52 worth of fluid. It's really good. Has a higher wet boiling point than the I think I was running Prestone .4, but yeah, it's a .4. It's a really good fluid. Now, while I'm doing this clutch, this is something that I'm going to add because I like to do a little bit of research on anything I can find to do while I'm in there. This right here is from Sac City Corvette. This is to kind of basically not modify, but improve the factory oiling system on the Corvette. I'm going to link a video here that pretty much describes what this oil galley barbell does. But essentially, in the LS3 motor, and I'm sure other variants, this piece inside is actually plastic, and this is a little bit less thick, I guess, or something, so it allows a lot of oil. So basically, you got your front of your motor here that goes all the way to the back. The oil's flowing like this, and you have your oil filter at the bottom for everyone that knows, your LS motors. The oil is going to stop on the factory piece, and it's going to go down into the oil filter and then through here back up. Well, on the factory piece, this is plastic, and it lets a lot of unfiltered oil past the oil filter system, and it goes right back up into the galleys. So with this, it's a lot tighter tolerances, and this is also machined down a little bit, and it's a nice billet piece. It's $26. Totally worth it while you're in there doing a clutch. I highly suggest it. It's just something that is just preventative. Not preventative, because I don't think the plastic pieces fail that much, but I like to do little things while I'm in there because I believe every little thing adds up when doing mods. So I'm going to link a video in the description for that, but that's a little very important piece. And then in here from Brian Tooley Racing, also extremely helpful guys. I have my rear main seal and rear cover. And that's pretty much it. I think this clutch is going to suit my needs for probably a really long time. As some of you guys that know me, my car weighs around right around 3,160 pounds. It's at 500 wheel. I'm going to be taking it to the track actually when I get this clutch installed, and I'm hoping I can pull off a 10 second pass, maybe like a 10.7, 10.8, because I have a set of C5Z wheels with Mickey Thompson. I think they're ET Street SS's, and they got full tread. So I should, if I can cut like a 1.4 60 foot, the car I think has the mile an hour to go like 10.7, 10.8. Who knows? We'll see. But this clutch in terms of longevity, I spoke to, I think it was Steve or Mark at Monster. Really nice guy. They spent about 45 minutes talking on the phone with me. I wanted something that basically hardly any chatter, if any, drives like stock. This really doesn't require any break-in period because it's an organic clutch. So they told me I can just go ahead, put this in, and go straight to the track. I'm probably going to put like maybe 100, 200 miles of it, maybe shifting at like 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, but I'm probably going to, I haven't drove the car in a while, so I really want to beat on it. But this clutch, being that the limit's about 700 wheel, even if if I'm going to push the car and make about 650, 700 wheel one day, this clutch will be pure. This will hold plenty because the clutch really kind of takes most of the abuse when you go to the track and you start doing heavy launches. Once I'm making, 650, 700 wheel, it's going to be more practically like a roll car. Because I like to do a lot of roll racing. But NA, I'm going to definitely try to take it to the track. And who knows, maybe at 650 wheel, I'll take it to the track. But this clutch will definitely suit my needs for many years. And if I ever decide to upgrade it when I go in to do the fuel system, like for good, then then I'll upgrade it to a Monster triple disc. Monster offers, you can always go up in clutch, but you can't go down. So if I get, with this twin disc, I would send it back. They would upgrade it to a triple disc for, I think, like maybe, I don't know, whatever it is, a couple $100 more. And yeah, it'd be pretty simple, but I got all my parts, just kind of waiting for a time frame on when I can get the car in and hopefully get it back on the road, because kind of kills me sitting there, looking at it, collecting dust and stuff, and I haven't been able to wash it because obviously I can't move the car and I don't really care to go push it back and forth and stuff. So just key points: upgrade the billet release support bearing, get rid of this plastic one. You don't have to do the slave cylinder. Most people already have had done the recall or whatever, the technical bulletin to get the new slave cylinder. Make sure you order a shim kit if you go with any clutch, because you always got to measure tolerances. And I recommend that fluid. This little piece, $26. While you're in there, you might as well do it. This was about $44 from Brian Tooley, the new rear main seal. And the cover, not that mine's leaking, but since I'm there and it's going to be coming off, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So if you guys got any other questions, please let me know. I try to respond to everybody. My YouTube channel isn't big. I'm actually surprised now I have, 250 plus subscribers. Hope to grow it to 1,000 subscribers one day. I mean, as I mentioned before, I'm a pretty busy guy. Not making any excuses. It's just, half the time don't have time to kind of do small videos like this. But really looking forward to making some more videos, because this year was kind of almost like a wash, and I feel really bad. I mean, it's been fucking super hot here in Michigan, but I'm yeah, excited to get the car back on the road, and just definitely going to do a review after I got the clutch installed on my overall impressions on how I like the clutch and if any odd noises or whatever come about. But I try to do my best to be very transparent with you guys, for everyone that has an LS3 Corvette, whether it's a Grand Sport, a base. But basically my journey has been doing a lot of research, probably, putting in the most affordable parts for me into the car to make it very reliable and fun. And I've had, my setup now for 2 years, almost, I think now 10,000 miles in the heads cam built. It is flawless. It makes great power, and it's ready for boost. And, unfortunately this happened earlier, and it hindered me from being able to drive the car and enjoy this last couple of weeks, probably close to a month now. But hope to get it back on the road and see everyone soon. So take care, guys.